Have you ever seen the "I am the storm that is approaching" memes?
I am the storm that is approaching.
Yeah, that one. See, the thing is, right, that the same thing can be applied to Pantheon, I believe. And that, like, his theme song just fucking hits hard. And every single voice line is there to hype you up to play the best type of fucking League of Legends you can possibly do at the time. Like, I've had games where I only listen to the Pantheon fucking theme song and just go fucking ham. Because I'm that motivated. Because, like, listen to this.
The Darkin's final words are not their own, but the cries of humanity.
How could you not be prepared to destroy the entire enemy team when you hear that? How can you not be ready to play the best of your abilities when you hear that music? When you hear the chorus hyping you up? When you hear everything pushing you to your limits? It's complete. This is complete fan service. This video is not going to be anything other than fan service. So if you don't like that, click off now. But going back, I will get a little bit of stuff in here though. Like Pantheon, his passive makes it so he can empower one of his abilities after 5 hits on something, which can be procced by any of his abilities. So his Q is a poke, or if you can hold it up and then it'll launch it out, which can go through minions and everything. Or you can use it charged, which makes it like super fucking heavy. Like it just makes it bonk their head super hard. And that's about it. It just really powers it up in attack power and all that. The W just stuns them, but if you power it up, you can use it makes your auto attack hit 3 times right after in like quick succession. So it's like and then boom, you got 3 charges back up, which is really good for one of the strategies I've tried in this. And then his E is the only other one that can be empowered, which blocks any attacks from the front of it. Because if they're behind you, then they're gonna hit you anyway. Or if it's like a very universal attack, then it's gonna hit you anyway. Unless you're not some of these universal attacks will not damage you if you're blocking the person. So like Karthus ult will not hit you if you're looking towards Karthus with it, which is just fucking stupid. But with the empowered version of it, it also makes you move faster afterwards. And his ult is one of the coolest things in the video game, and this is the only reason why I built Ultimate Hunter ever, because he charges up and then launches somewhere in a giant radius, kind of like it's the same radius as the Gallia ult, I believe, and you just fucking launch in with a beautiful sound cue and fuck some shit up. It is the most amazing thing I've seen in a while. And just so you know, this is the first time I spent Mythic Essence. This is the first skin I've gotten with Mythic Essence, because yeah, I actually like Pantheon that much, and none of my mains have any skins, to be honest. Like, my main has 2 skins, and I mean, one of them has a few chromas, but it's kind of lame that poor Daddy Orn is just being left in the dust. Anyway, let's get back to it with Pantheon. So, relatively speaking, Pantheon is a very simple character to get down. The thing is with every single lane, he can specifically build something different. He's very versatile because of how simple he is. So, you can bring him into almost any lane, even the ADC, or into the jungle. And it actually kind of works. I mean, ADC is, like, at this point, like, it's non-existent. Like, you can bring anything in the bot lane, and half the time it'll fucking work, because, like, ADCs have been fucked in this meta. But it's still pretty funny that I can play ADC with a pike on my ass. But, anyway, when I first started playing Pantheon, I played him during the first meta where he was an actual mid laner. That was the meta that I played him in, where he was actually able to be a mid laner. So I played him during that, And by the way, I'm relatively new to League of Legends, so this was after the rework. But regardless, I've been playing him on and off since then, but only recently have I gotten into him. And the sad part is, it's not because of his kit. His kit is relatively boring to me. Like, I don't like, I'm loving using it now because I'm trying to do jungle pathing with it because I've taken him into the jungle. But that's not the reason why I started playing him. The reason I started playing him is because of his interactions. See, Pantheon is a god hater in this universe. Think of Kratos, right? Except for, like, Pantheon is displayed as the good guy in this situation instead of, like, a very morally corrupt character like Kratos was. He's displayed better in this, where he's fighting against the aspects and the darken, where he's fighting in the between these wars, trying to make leeway for the men in this universe. And I just love him so fucking much. His interactions with Aatrox in any aspect and any god is always so interesting to listen to.
Kane, either the weapon is redundant, or you are.
Because, like, Pantheon's a Chad. Let's be honest here. I don't throw this word around lightly. I've only used it on Mordekaiser, but Aatrox or fucking Pantheon is a Chad, and he dishes out the fucking hate to Aatrox a lot. And it's a really cool rivalry between Pantheon and Aatrox. I touched in the Aatrox video, but I love rivalries so much if they do it right. And I like the parallels between these two. The Darkin that hates the gods for being imprisoned, and the man who hates the gods for taking him on a joyride. Like, it's an interesting setup, and I very much enjoy it because they have the same goals, but fundamentally different ways of going about it. And also, you know, Aatrox wants to kill everyone, and Pantheon doesn't want that. But, you know, they have similar goals where they want to bring down the gods and the aspects and stuff. It's a really interesting story. I really love Pantheon a lot. But let's continue with this video before I continue geeking out. So, Pantheon can build, since he's so versatile, he can build a few different sets. Mainly anything from precision and anything from domination could do well with him, but I would steer into Conqueror and Dark Harvest, obviously. I know it's boring, I know it's lame, but they're the best for him when he's trying to do these, so sorry, not sorry. But you can't have, but I do like his interactions with farming Dark Harvest, because farming Dark Harvest can be really interesting. Especially when you throw a spear to get the Dark Harvest stack, let them regen, and then you can hit them again for another set of Dark Harvest stacks, which is very nice. Especially when it's like someone like Garen, where you can just keep continuously farm it. You can do the same with Conqueror with your E, because it does hit a ton of times. It's just very low amounts, like 16 damage each tick or something like that. It's not very much, but you can do it. I would build more of a bruiser with the Conqueror, and I build more assassin with Dark Harvest, obviously. But you can cross into the other side at will. But you're always going to be building Eclipse. I've tried a few different other items, and I'm still in the process of trying out the Blade of Drakathathar, but and I've tried Divine Sunderer, and I've tried a few other ones, but they don't seem as good as just rocking Eclipse, because you just get so much damage. But I simply just love Pantheon. Like, I just love him. Like, it's that simple. I love playing him. I love being motivated to fuck some shit up as Pantheon. And you're watching through all these clips right now. Pantheon is fucked. The only thing that I really hate about his interactions is that he can't use his W to dodge other people's shit, which is stupid. It should dodge him. If fucking Fizz can go invincible for 5 moons, and Master Yi can, and basically literally everyone else in the game can go invincible whenever they press their attack button, then I'm pretty sure fucking Pantheon should be invincible when he's using his W, because this is fucking ridiculous. Look at this bullshit, bruv. Like, half the time they just get away, and half the time it just doesn't work. it's just frustrating to deal with. What else should I say? I don't know. It's just fun. He has some of the best skins. That's the only other thing I can really think of. Best skins in the game. Like, dude, especially Baker Pantheon, best skin NA. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I really hope to climb with Pantheon and Ornn and Pantheon in my back pocket. And you might see me switch from Ornn to a Pantheon main. You might see me go down that dark path. But that's about it. Have a great day.
I fight until the blood takes the spear from my grasp, until I can only crawl. And even then, you will not defeat me.